What up, y'all? It's your boy Chance, aka Shadowblade. I'm back. I do apologize for cutting that so short. I actually had to go because I had to do something. But this is something that's very serious, and I'm kind of touching on what I was speaking about before. Let me invite some people into this because this is something that's really ridiculous that I'm seeing going on with today's generation, and it's sickening. What up, Sam? Before I get started, though, I do want to say I did get my official gaming ID today, courtesy of my brothers Ethan and Ricardo, man, aka ES Wolf and K9. Got the official Extreme Speeds gaming ID, boy. Right there. Look at that shit. So thank you, Ethan, Rick. Fucking love you guys. You guys rock. I absolutely love it. And it's glossy too, so it won't tear as easy. So that is pretty damn dope. I just got this today. This is fucking sick. And one thing I did notice is that if you guys look real closely, my buddy Slap Train's name is like right there. I don't know if you guys see it because of the darkness. It's like right in there. So shout out to Slap Train. Everybody mentioned in this thing on here. I can't really tell. But that's pretty dope. But to speak on what I was getting at earlier, you guys of this younger generation just don't know how to be faithful. And it's absolutely sad. Like, y'all think it's okay to have another boyfriend or girlfriend on the side while you're with the person that you're with. Sorry, but it don't work. It don't work like that. If you really think about it, that right there just makes you look like an asshole. It makes you look like a slut. It makes you look bad in general. Like, if you're with somebody, you're with them. You're not with other people. You're not dating anybody on the side. You're with that person. Because you doing that with these other people, that just makes you look very unfaithful and, just like I said, an idiot in the long run. And I'll admit, that's a huge reason as to why, I'm single. Well, you know what? I would rather be single than to be with somebody that does that shit. I mean, if you're bisexual, yeah, I get it. If you're gay, yeah, I get it. And if you're lesbian, yeah, I get it. But when you're with somebody, you're with one person, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, what have you. Like, you guys don't know how to be faithful nowadays, and it's sad. Like, when I was younger, you didn't just give up on a person. If you guys had a problem, you worked it out. You talked about it, you worked it out, you made things work. That's what being in a relationship is literally all about. You stay with that person, you love that person. And if you guys have a problem, you work it out. Simple as that. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to up and give up on the person. You're supposed to sit down and talk about it. Like, you're supposed to talk about the issues that you guys are having. You're not supposed to just up and throw the entire relationship away just for nothing. Like, it's ridiculous. And another thing that's really stupid too is y'all feel like you feel like you deserve to have stuff handed to you. Well, guess what? You're wrong about that. You feel like you should have your whole entire career handed to you on a silver platter without doing a damn thing to do it, to earn it. Like, oh, dude, that's where you're wrong. If you want a career bad enough, you do whatever you got to do to make it happen. Nothing's going to get handed to you. You got to bust your ass to get it. Even now, even after all this time of doing music for all these years, even now I'm still busting my ass. Yes, I have my first dubstep hit single hitting digital distribution stores like Amazon and Spotify, as well as iTunes in a few days. But that's because I worked my ass off to get where I'm at. I didn't take the shortcut road. I earned my spot to have that happen. Like, y'all expect everything to be handed to you, and sorry, but life don't hand you shit for free like that. If you want something for free, you gotta bust your ass to get it. And even then, it ain't always free. You gotta pay your dues at times. Like, somebody somewhere has always gotta pay something. Like, it's ridiculous. You guys just expect shit to be handed to you and for everything to go your way. Well, guess what, dude? If you were around during my time and y'all pulled half the shit you pulled nowadays, your asses would be beat. Because I know I got my ass spanked when I was younger. And that's another thing, man. Y'all fucking say that's child abuse. I say that's putting your kid in fucking line. Because I guarantee you there was more ass whooping with these kids and shit like that. Like, if y'all young parents would just fucking take the time, beat your kid's ass, put him in line, be a fucking parent, half the shit they're doing wouldn't be going on. Because you guys sit there, you let these kids run around, do dumb shit, and say it's their fault. Well, guess what? It's not just their fault, it's your fault too for not parenting your kid. If you got a kid, parent your kid. Do what you gotta fucking do to parent your damn kid. Keep them in line, keep them out of trouble. I don't give a fuck if you gotta beat that kid's ass to do it. You don't just fucking sit there and let your kid run rampant in the street doing this dumb shit that can get him arrested, killed, or even in jail. And trust me, I've been to jail, and jail is one place you do not want to be. Y'all sit there and say that, and this is going out to the younger kids who think that jail ain't that bad. Well, here's a little bit of fucking reality for your asses. Jail ain't all fun and games. I've seen some shit that would make y'all look like little fucking bitches. Alright? Even though I was in for 24 hours only, I still saw more shit than half y'all motherfuckers will ever see in a goddamn lifetime. Alright? I watched a guy get beat to death. I watched a guy get dragged across the floor, bloody as fuck. I watched a guy in a fucking straitjacket get hauled off to the freaking psych ward because he was that psychotic. And trust me, y'all don't need that shit. Do I regret what I did to go to end up in there? Yes. But you know what? I learned from my mistakes. Y'all younger generation kids, y'all need to stop acting like hard asses and get your fucking head right. You know, there's only 3 places that shit's gonna end you up. Well, technically 2. Well, actually, technically 3 or 2, however you want to count it. 1, in jail. 2, the morgue. Or 3, buried 6 feet underground. And y'all don't need that shit. Like, do you really think that gangbanging and doing all this dumb shit is gonna get you anywhere? No. I get that, it's part of how you grew up. Maybe you were born into it, and that's not your fault. But you do have the power to change all that shit. You can get out of it if you really, really wanted to. Like, but it's your choice about whether you do that or not. Like, what really pisses me off though, more than anything, is the fact that y'all think that it's funny to have another boyfriend or girlfriend on the side while you're with the person you're with. Like, it's really dumb. Like, you're not just a player, you're a fucking cheater. So for you to sit there and say that it's okay to be in whatever kind of relationship y'all want to call it, like, in the end, there's no two ways around it. You're still a fucking cheater. You're a player. And if you're a girl and you're doing that, dude, you're just looking straight up bad, man. You look like a slut to everyone else. Not saying that you are, not calling anybody that, but to the rest of the world, that's what you look like. So it's polyamorous, whatever the fuck kind of relationship you want to call it, y'all need to stop that fucking trend now. Because in the end, you look like an idiot. Because in the end, I guarantee you, you're going to end up with nobody. You're going to end up alone, pissed off, and upset that you're not with the person you want to be with. And the only person you have to blame is yourself. So this new trend with being more than one person at the same time, that shit needs to stop. And that shit's just as bad as the fucking Tide Pods challenge, which that was dumb as fuck. Or the newest challenge trend, seeing how many times you could die. Like, no. You just don't do that. Like, do you have any idea how fucked up and wrong that is? Like, that is wrong on so many levels for you guys to be doing half the shit you're doing. Like, it really is dumb. Like, y'all think it's cool to be with more than one person. No, it ain't. That really ain't cool. You want to be cool? Man the fuck up. Woman the fuck up. And be with a significant other that you really want to be with. And be faithful to that person. And stop pulling this fucking, oh, I want to be with this person as well bullshit. That just makes you look like a player in the long run. It's ridiculous. I mean, yeah, I know I might sound like, a total fool to you guys. Like, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, guess what, dude? I do know what I'm talking about. Because you want to know something? Ever since I got into high school, I've been raised around the street life a lot. Yes, I've avoided drugs and shit like that, but like, I see what's going on. I know a lot of people from the streets. Okay? So, in a way, I was raised around the street life. I wasn't raised in it, but around it. And I see what y'all are doing, and it's stupid. Granted, some of y'all might not be able to help it because, maybe you were born into, the drug life or, being around people that are like, that cheat and do this dumb shit. But you don't have to be part of that. Okay, I've seen people get out of that shit. And if they can do it, so can you. And to anybody else out there who has gone through the situation of, being with multiple people, or your boyfriend or your girlfriend is with somebody else at the same time as you, I feel bad for you. You need to get out of that relationship because that's stupid. Because that right there is just guys and girls. They ain't thinking with their minds. They just want to get fucking laid all the damn time. And like I said, I'm not hating on gays or lesbians or anything like that. Alright? Because, my best friend Crystal, she's bisexual. I've got friends that are gay, straight, lesbian, transgender. Hell, my older brother was gay. So, I was raised around that community, and I have no hate towards anybody of that spectrum at all whatsoever. But you don't see them going around being with more than one person at the same time. It's stupid. Like, y'all act like it's okay, but really, in reality, that really ain't okay. Like, y'all think it's cool because, I got a boyfriend and I got a girlfriend on the side and da-da-da-da. Dude, you don't look like a fucking hard ass. You look like a fucking dumbass. So like I said, y'all need to man the fuck up, humble up, and stop doing the shit you're doing. Because in the long run, you're either going to end up in jail, single, or dead. Or all three sometimes. Who knows? But, it's really dumb. And another thing that's really wrong with this new generation is the parenting. Like, y'all act like it's okay to, hand your son or your daughter one of these and let these take over. Pardon the dirty screen, I know it needs to be cleaned. But you think it's okay to just hand your kid one of these and let this do the parenting? No. It's your job to do the parenting, not fucking electronics. When I was a kid, I didn't have this shit. I wasn't handed this as a kid. As a kid, I was outside with my friends, riding bikes, climbing trees, getting dirty, having fun, going to the park, skating, doing whatever. But now, y'all are just handing these kids electronics and letting that do the parenting. Sorry, but you ain't a fucking parent if you're doing that. And to be honest with you, if you let electronics parent your kid, you don't deserve to have that kid. Because if you ain't going to do your job as a parent and parent your kid, why did you even bother having it in the first fucking place? If you're just going to sit there and let electronics take over its life and let that take care of your kid. Like, it's stupid, man. Because let me tell you something. When I was a kid, I never had half the shit that you're giving your kids. Like, yeah, I had stuff like a Super Nintendo and N64 and stuff like that, but 99% of the time, I was outside. The only time I did any type of gaming was either on the weekends when I had time if I wasn't going to visit my dad, or if it was nasty storming and raining out. That's the only time I ever did any kind of video games. And yeah, you guys are probably wondering, well, why am I not outside now? Well, that's because of the fact that it's dangerous around here. You guys gotta figure, I'm in the shitty part of Akron where it's dangerous. I'm lucky if some motherfucker doesn't peel out of their damn driveway and damn near hit me when I'm walking up to the store. All these stupid idiots doing burnouts and shit thinking they're hot shit. Like, that's the only reason. If it wasn't so dangerous, dude, I'd be outside all the fucking time. But nowadays, you gotta have fucking money to even be able to do anything, which is another thing that's ridiculous. But instead of letting electronics taking over your, the electronics take over your kid's life, try manning the fuck up and be an actual parent. If you see your kid doing something wrong, don't matter what age they are, spank the fuck out of them, make them learn. Because I guarantee you do it while they're young, they ain't gonna fucking do the dumb shit when they're older. And if anybody tries to tell you that that's abuse, look at them and say, fuck you. That ain't abuse. That's parenting your kid when they're bad. That ain't fucking physical abuse or anything. That's parenting your fucking kid. Because let me tell you something. I got my ass beat when I got in trouble. And I learned real quick not to do that shit. I learned real fucking quick. So instead of just letting this shit slide with your kids and getting this kind of help and that kind of help and doing this and that, y'all need to start beating your fucking kids' asses and showing them, hey, this is wrong. And like I said, they try to call the cops. Let them. Guarantee you, any fucking cop nowadays will tell you that it's not illegal to spank your kid, especially when they're doing something wrong. This whole thing about spanking your kid being abuse, no, the fucking ain't abuse. That's called being a goddamn parent. That is not being abusive at all. That's just kids looking for an excuse to get out of it and get their parents arrested so the kid can continue to do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's why they say that it's abuse. When in reality, it ain't abuse. That's parenting your goddamn kid. So y'all new generation parents who ain't doing anything to discipline your fucking kid, y'all need to stop that shit. Y'all need to man the fuck up and woman the fuck up and beat your kids' asses when they do something wrong. Shout out to Brandy. What's going on, sis? And as for you new generation kids, y'all need to humble the fuck up and realize that in life, you're not going to get everything fucking handed to you. If you want to get anywhere in life, you got to do exactly like I'm doing and bust your fucking ass. Go to school, do whatever you got to do to make what you really want to do with your life happen. And yeah, I get that it's hard to get a job nowadays because everything going online. And I get that, dude. Like, I really get that. Like, I really get that. Because even I try finding jobs online and it's hard as fuck to do. I get it. Jobs aren't as easy to get as they used to. They're damn near impossible now. And that's because everything is going digital. And I get that, a lot of you younger generation kids, y'all want to do like my buddy Slap Train or Markiplier or Jacksepticeye are doing and make it famous off of YouTube. Well, dude, I've been doing YouTube for longer than half you guys have been alive, and I ain't famous yet. Granted, music-wise, I might be getting there, but that's different. That's not doing gaming and stuff like that. So if you're banking on 110%, like if you're banking 110% on making it as YouTube, sorry, dude, you're in the wrong field, dude. Like, you can't just bank on 110% on doing YouTube. It's stupid. Like, y'all bank way too much on technology shit. Y'all think it's funny and that you're gonna get rich quick. You're sadly mistaken. You're not gonna get rich quick. You're gonna have to work your ass off. You have to treat whatever you want to do with your life as a job. Peace.